Cleopatra, the #1 femme fatale of all time. And let's blow this up just a little bit more. This, of course, is not really Cleopatra. This is Theda Bara, going back even before Liz Taylor. So I could have used a statue, which I didn't want to do. So I'm going to use Theda Bara. If you've studied film, you probably know who this is. Now, excuse me for sounding funny, I have a really nasty cough, so I got a cough drop in right now. But it's better than me coughing all over the place. Now, you notice I like doing the nose first, and the reason for that is it's kind of the center of the face. It makes everything easier. And I'm not going to do that hand. I actually hate that pose. If you know me, you know I love painting women's hands, but I just don't like what she's doing there. It's just so badly cliche. I had a model that, well, sort of model that kept doing weird poses like that, and I couldn't stand that, and I'm not using her. So, I don't know, maybe that brings back. Maybe that's just my hang up. So yeah, the #1 femme fatale of all time. Everybody knows who Cleopatra is. She was not ethnically Egyptian. She was actually Greek. And she's the Queen of Egypt. She ruled together with several people. I am not the resident expert of her. I guess I should have read up on her more. I don't remember who she co-ruled with. But some of you will probably know Cleopatra a lot better than I would. But that's okay. You know, I don't know everything. Oh, funny pose, but we'll make it work. Oh my gosh, I have no idea how I'm going to do this hair. I guess I'll go like this. Okay. You know, this is a speed drawing exercise, as you know, so I'm not going to do every single detail. We're trying to get this done as fast as we possibly can. So, yes, she was a lover of Julius Caesar. And I don't know if you know this, but she was actually in Rome when Caesar was assassinated. Not too many people know that. So she was actually in danger. She got out of there, and she became the lover of Mark Antony and ended up marrying him. As you know, the famous suicide when her forces plus Antony's forces lost to Octavian, excuse me. And when they lost, their combined forces lost, they committed suicide together. And the story goes is that she used an asp, poisonous snake, but we really don't know if it was a poisonous snake. She more than likely killed herself via poison, I think he stabbed himself in the stomach. I'll have to look that up. And I think she used poison. But she was exceptionally intelligent. Not just a beautiful woman, but she's educated in astronomy. She spoke something like 12 languages. She was educated in philosophy, history, war. So she did lead some naval battles. Very intelligent woman. Of course, as you know, Egypt fell. All empires fall. That's a scary thought, especially when you're living in one. All right, look how fast we could do this one. We're not going for accuracy, we're just going for speed. Let's give her a little bit more detail though. Let's first erase these guidelines. I don't know if you see them in the video, but I have guidelines there to help me put things in the right place. Then we do a little shading, especially around the eyes. Did Cleopatra wear makeup? Yes, she did wear makeup. There was makeup back then. The ancient Egyptians were a lot smarter than people realized. They actually did brain surgery, and they were successful at a lot of the brain surgeries. So the ancients were a lot smarter than people think. And those pyramids were not built by slaves. It's a more religious thing, but then of course that's before her time. By the time she ruled, the pyramid building days were long over. And the reason I didn't want to use statues or coins is this kind of sounds funny. Is she was actually really beautiful in real life, but they often portrayed her in the coins as more masculine. And the reason they did that is to make her look more physically imposing than she really was. She was a beautiful woman, but they wanted to make her more masculine in the coin just so she's more scary, if that makes any sense. So that is why I'm not using those for reference. I would rather use, this is inaccurate as well, but I'd still rather use it because the show is called You're So Beautiful, not We're Historically Accurate, because we are not. Now I'm not, of course I'll never lie to you, and if I have any mistakes in here, definitely let me know in the comments section, because I don't know everything. I'm not a historian, I'm an artist. I love history, but it's not what I am. And yes, she's a product of incest. Her parents were most likely brother and sister. And she married at least one of her brothers. I think she married several of her brothers. She had a lot of marriages. And they're always blaming us poor people for incest, and it's like it's the rich. I mean, geez, look at the Romanovs, look at the Habsburgs. Anyways, there, we're done. And this, of course, is a speed drawing exercise. We go as fast as we can, and we're having fun with it. And like I said, I'm not doing her hand because I just don't like that pose. All right, see ya.
Thank you for subscribing.